Hi guys, I'm here today to explain Cambridge IGCSE ICT February-March 2019 paper 2 database part. So previously we are done with the document production part. As I mentioned in my previous videos that paper 2 consists of 4 parts: document production, database, mail merge, and then presentation. So now we are moving forward towards database part. So in this part of the question paper they ask us to produce reports, but before they said that examine the data in the files M21 student, M21 9 rooms, and M21 9 courses. So what we need to do is we need to open only these files here one by one just to check what's going on in these files. So this file have information about the courses, the location, then the dates, starting date, and then how long it will take, and then the tutor's name, and then in the rooms we have the accommodation code, accommodation, room type, the weekly cost, and then in the M student we have information about a student, its roll number, first name, last name, gender, accommodation code, course code, and the amount of fee that he has paid or not. So just going to close them. That's it. I have gone through it. Now what we need to do is discuss in your own words the advantages and disadvantages of using a relational database rather than flat file database. So in our evidence document we have to type these advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages of the relational database is very simple as compared to, like here in evidence number 4 you can say the first, let me type the heading. Yes, advantages of relational database. So number 1, so what I'm going to type here, number 1, that there is no repetition in relational database. You can say that data is not repeated in relational database. You can mention also it means the data is entered only once. That's it. Then the second point you can mention that it is you can say simple to create reports or generate reports from it. It is simple to generate reports using relational database. Yeah, and then you can mention one more advantage, that there are total 4 marks, so you can mention 3 advantages and 1 disadvantage or 2 to each. So then we can say that data stored once, so cuts down the, or you can say inconsistency of repeated data entry. And one more advantage if you want to mention, like for example it takes less space as there is no repetition of data in computer memory. Yeah, and now you can mention the disadvantages as well of relational database. Yeah, what are the disadvantages? You can say that definitely it is difficult for those who are not so good in the database field. So you can say that harder to create relational database, and then you need expert person to use expertise, or yeah, like you can say experts are only able to create or to run. You can even say, and the bracket create. That's all. Now that is done. Next, now you need to create a relational database. So when you're creating a relational database, you need to first open Microsoft Access. Yeah, in Microsoft Access you need to create a database. For example, I'm going to name it P2 2019, and on desktop I have created a folder with P2 2019. So just going to save our database there, create. No need for the table as they have given. We are going to get our table from external data as they mention. We need to import a file m21 students.csv. So import a data. For this, in this case, we need to go to our source files, yeah, which are provided. So here my source files are, here in the folder, yes, ICT IGCSE, then 2019, and this is the folder, yes, students.csv. Click on OK. First step is just click on next. Second step is just to click on first row contains the field name. Next, then go to advanced and check the data types. All of them are text except paid. So this one is yes or no, and DMY date month year. Next, then your primary key is roll number. So roll number is my primary key. Finish, and then just click on close. Here we have missed one statement about the currencies. Currencies symbols, it can be any symbol and then 2 decimal places. So you have to make sure that always you select anywhere the currency must be in the decimal places with 2 decimal places. Then right click this one, design view, and click this one, and it must be in the format of yes, no, and then just click on save and view. Let's see how it look like. Yes, this file is imported successfully. Next step is you need to take the screenshot with the data type of this table. Right click, design view, print screen, close this one, and then move to your evidence document as evidence number 5. In evidence number 5 you just need to paste the type of the screenshot with the field names and data types. Make sure your table name is not cropped. This is done. This is one. Next step is step number 20. In step number 20 they mention that what you need to do is the gender field data entry is to be limited to accept only male or female. So complete the table in your evidence document with the words yes or no to identify which of the example would limit the data entry and which would not. If the example does not limit the data entry, explain why. So we need to explain this one now in our evidence document. So in example A, they have applied the validation rule. They ask us to restrict the values or restrict the user to enter M or F only. So here they are dealing with the format. Of course this is not the one. Yes, this one, example B, is the one, because they restrict by using the validation rule, and there is an error message as well. And then example C, yeah, they are creating a combo list, or you can say combo box, so which is not the case. And here they are saying the filtration. So we are not going to filter, we are going to restrict. So example B is the accurate answer. So we are going to fill this data evidence number 6. So first of all, example A is no. What is the reason? That we are not formatting, it's actually validation. So you can write here that formatting rather than validation. Then here yes, example B was the correct answer, so nothing to write because our answer is the accurate answer we are getting. Then it is also C is no, because it was applying the combo box to limit the data by using a combo box. So no, we don't want to limit by using combo box. So you can say that not limiting the data by combo box. And definitely D is also no. The reason of this no is we are not filtering. So we are not filtering here data. You can say that we are not applying auto filter. We need to use validation rule. That is done. Now moving forward to step number 21. Now they said again to import one more file, M219 course. So I'm going to import M219 course. This is the one. So the first step is to click on next, then first row contain field name next. Now here I need to click on advanced and check the field. So the first three text, then date and time, and then numeric integer, and then after text. So it is accurate. Click on OK. Next, choose your primary key, and my primary key is this time course reference. Next, finish, close, right click, design view, because we need to change the date format. So date, yes, this is the one, sorry, view date, and we need to change the format to a complete month name with year name as well. Yeah, that is done. Now save and view. So yes, accurate. That is done. Now next what we need to do is we need to take the evidence of this table as well. So no need to show this table. Yeah, this is enough. Print screen and close this one. Yes, and then just put your evidence document, and that is your evidence number 7. Just paste it here and crop the unnecessary part of your picture. Yes, that is enough. Yes, now you just need to make it a little bit bigger so it is visible for the examiner. Yes. Now we are proceeding to step number 22. They ask us to create a data entry form using all the fields in the students table. So we have already our students table here. I'm going to click on create and then click on form by wizard, select all the fields, next, modify, and what title do you want to give? So you can give that Tawara Summer School, or a summer school. Yeah, and then just click on finish. So here your form is. Now in this form, after creating this form, they ask us the form must display only one record at the time. It is so apply at least 4 features to this form to make the design user friendly. So now what you have to do is you need to make the form user friendly. So in this case, first of all, I can do one thing. I'm just going to arrange the form in a way that it look like exactly the same as we need. Like for example, this is our form now, and now in this form what I want to do is 4 changes they said. So one change, you can see I have here a proper name. It was not a proper name, so I just want to change this one to, for example, black color, and I want to make it bold, and I want to increase the font size as well, like for example 24. Yes, and then after I can even reduce the size of this labels. We don't want such big labels. Yes, so our design look more consistent. Then now move this one toward your right and left like this. Yeah, now what I need to do is, one change I have done. Second, I want to change, for example, this gender to a combo box with yes no option. Okay, so I'm just going to right click here and change to combo box, and then I'm going to give the value, for example, by clicking data, value list, and I want my list as male and female. Yes, M and F, and then after for this is change number 2. Second change that I want to make, I want to include some buttons here. So format, or you can just go to design, get a button. So each button will perform a specific task. So here I'm going to include a button, and this button is going to help us to add a record, new record. Just click on next, finish. I'm going to add one more button here. This button is going to help us to save a record. Yes, save record, and then I want to include one more button which will help us to close the form operation. So just click on close form. Yes, like that. This button need to be moved little bit. Yes, like that. And now this button, if you want to increase the size little bit, it's okay, otherwise you can just leave it like that. Yeah, these are the 3 buttons. So 1, 2, 3 changes. The 4th change, here we have paid yes and no. I'm going to change this one to an option button or option group. How? I'm just going to delete this field from here, and I'm going to include option button here, and this option button For example, I want to include it here. Now I want two labels in this option button, yes and no. Yes, then click on next. Then default choice is no, we don't want any default choice. Then for yes, the value is -1 when I imported the file, so 0 represent no and -1 represent yes. Next, where do you want to store this value? I want to store this value in paid field. Next, and then how you want your button to look like, an option group, checkbox, toggle button. So for example, checkbox or option button. Next, and then I want to give the name to our field, that is paid. Finish. Now you can see here, yeah, this is our option group. I'm just going to move this one from here. Oh sorry, it is combined together, so we can just leave it like that. And yeah, the options are here. Yes. So next, if you want to do something, for example, you select these buttons and then you need to change the color to, for example, black color, so it is more visible now for the users when they use the option button here. So the 4 changes, I am done with it. Next step here, they said use your data entry form to enter this data as a record. So what I am going to do is just click on form view and you need to add a record. So I'm going to click on add record and information is SS0296, SS0296, then Ivan, yes, then here they want the second name is Barrett, and then after the gender is male and UJA 3, and the course code is A1901, and then the paid is yes. So just click on yes and then click on save record. But before you are going to save record, let's see what they have said. Next here, take screenshot evidence of the form with new record displayed. So you need to take the screenshot of this form, print screen, and then click on save record and close the form. And now you go to your evidence document to paste this evidence number 8. Yeah, here in yes, we want to save the changes. So here I have included my screenshot, and now I'm going to crop it to remove the unnecessary part of this form, like that. Even if you want to remove this part, even it's okay, like that. Yes, and text wrap square, and I'm going to enter here my information. What information they have said here, like they said, and place in this evidence document below the screenshot, list the features you have applied to the form to make it user friendly. So what are the features you have applied? You just write here number 1. What we have done, given a proper heading to the form, and then after included some command buttons to perform different tasks. Yeah, and then number 3, changed the text box of gender field to combo box, And then number 4, what I have done is changed the paid field to an option group. It is done. Now let's move forward now. Step number 25. Now they said import the file m21 rooms.csv. So we need to import one more file, get external data, text file, and now we need to go to the desktop. Sorry, my source files are in my D drive. Yes, and here is 2019. Yes, rooms.csv. Then just click on next. First row contain field name, then next. And now you need to cross check with all the fields are text, and this one is currency. So if it is double even, we can later on change it to currency. Just click on next, and then here, as they said in the question paper, numeric and then currency, and our primary key is account code. So account code is our primary key. Choose my primary key, that is account code, and then just click on next, and then click on finish, and just close without importing step. Now double right click on this form, it is number, and change this one to currency, and all the currencies must be with 2 decimal places. That is done. Save and close your table. Next step they have said you need to take the screenshot of this table also as evidence number 9. So print screen, then close this one and just paste here as evidence number 9 for your rooms table, and then format, crop the unnecessary part of your form. Yes, like that. That's it. Make it bigger now. Next step is to what we need to do is we need to create a relationship between one-to-one relationship between account code to foreign key account code. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to include the tables, all the 3 tables. Close. So account code and with account code. So number 1, that is one-to-many relationship, create, and then next is to create a relationship between course reference with course code. So course reference with course code. So here we have course code and here we have course reference. One-to-many, create. So this table will stay in the center, so relationship is created between them, and then after places showing the relationship with their type. So you just click here to present this one as your relationship between these two. Click on OK, or sorry, double click here and then take the print screen of this one. Click on OK, and then just place it into your evidence document as evidence number 10, and this format it with, after cropping, and just leave the table with like that. So this is 1, and then moving forward to the next part, but we have to print screen the relationship between these two as well. Yes, print screen. Or you can do one thing, just choose the integrity and just click OK, and here also referential. Now you can take the print screen. That would be much better, I guess. Just click on close, click OK, and then just go to your evidence document, remove this one and include this one. This is presenting one-to-many relationship between both these tables, all these tables actually, and you just leave it like that. That is done. Now moving next, now you need to produce a table or report using fields from relevant tables, that showing the tables field, these are the fields, but the important thing is select only courses where the course code start with the letter A. So it means you have to produce a query first, and for that query then you have to produce report. So query wizard. Now I'm going to cross check each and every name. So first of all they said roll number, so student roll number, then after roll number first name last name, and then after they need gender course code, and then they need course location. So we need to go to course location now, and then we need start date, and then we need tutor, and that's it. Just click on next, then modify your query and give a proper name to your query. I usually use the question number 27. So I'm just going to write here 27 and just click on finish. Now next step is you need to follow this one. They said select only courses with the course code start with letter A. So course code, just click here, start with letter A. So A, and then just put a star sign. Whatever comes after A doesn't matter, but we need those which start with A. You see, this is what I have separated from these three tables. And then they said display data and label fully when you produce the report. So now I'm going to just click on save and close and start creating a report using the same order. So exactly the same order we are going to choose here, and next, then just click on next, no grouping, and here ascending and descending order we have to choose. As they said, you need to choose ascending order course code first, course code, and then you need to choose ascending order of last name. All of them are chosen. Then just click on next and choose the page orientation as landscape, next, and give a proper title. So usually they give the title here, for example, archaeology course delegates, and just include this one as your heading, and then just preview it. Let's see how it look like, your report I mean. Now your report look like this. All the fields are clear except this one. So right click and layout view, just try to adjust this one by just clicking and selecting this field. Yes, now rest of the data is clearly seen. Now let me just click on print preview. Is there any blank page? No, so that is okay. Here what we need to do is it should fit with single page width wise, so it is done. Now calculate the number of delegates on these courses and position this number under last name column. So just go to your database and then right click on this field and just go to layout view, click here, then here is an option total, count records. When the records are counted, then what you need to do, you need to write a caption to the left of that value that you have just calculated here. Just right click, set caption, and here you just type whatever they said, and then after this one is done, has your name, center number, candidate number on each page of the report. So right click, design view, and just get from here a label, that is label, and display your name here. Just type your name, then center number, then candidate number. That is done. Click on print preview. Now your report is ready to print. Yes, page 1, that is your page number 2. Done. Just click on close and let's move forward. Print out evidence 11. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the formula used to calculate the number of delegates. So this is the one. So instead of count here, you just write here the field name. It will be much better. So last underscore name, and just click here. Now take screenshot of this one, print screen, click on save, close this one and go to your evidence document, and this is your evidence number 11. Just paste it, and again you need to crop it because the formula is not visible at all, so you just need to crop the other part of this formula, or screenshot, and now you can just make this one bigger as much as you need. So that is done. Now next step is that you need to produce another report from the relevant table that contains a new field, price, which is calculated and runtime. So it means you need to create one more query here. So what are the fields you have to include in this table? You need to include the first name, last name. So go to your students table name first name, last name, and then they need your page, then they need the location. So location, we need to go here, location, then we need weeks and type of room, yes, and then we need weekly cost, and then we need price. So price we need to check here in all the tables, students table, then rooms table, and then okay, price we will calculate actually by the end. So just click on next and next, and that is our question number 28. So question number 28, so I'm going to name it Q28, and then just click on finish. Now what we need to do is we need to perform runtime calculation with a new field called price, which will actually multiply weekly cost by weeks. So what we need to do is, let's go to the end here. I'm going to use a direct method here by using builder. So weekly cost multiply by number of weeks. Just click on OK, and then I'm going to type here paid, the price, the field name. Just click on save and run. So yes, it calculates. As this is a currency, so we just need to change this format, currency with 2 decimal places. Save and run. This is how it look like. And then after, they ask us to select only the fields where the location is Amman and paid is no. So design view, location is Amman, and then paid is no. Just click on save and run. So this is what they need. Now just click on close here, and now you need to produce report. So just select your query, select report, and set the field exactly as they are, in the same order as they are in already, in a order as they need. And then next step they said descending order of weekly cost and ascending order of name. So descending order of weekly cost and ascending order of last name, and then just click on next. And how they want that to look like, so portrait orientation, just click on next. And the title that you want to give, Aman course update, so we need this as our title here. So just click on paste and paste it, and just click on finish. Let's see how it look like. So we need to fix little bit. So layout view, as you can see, this one is not, sorry, first I need to make this one bigger. That's it. Then this one we need to reduce little bit, this one as well we need to reduce, so our all fields can be seen easily here. So I'm just going to fix them first. Yes, now location is Amman, need to fix this one. Then weeks, so weeks, it is here, number of weeks, and type of room, and then we have price field. Price, and we just make it like this. That is done. And now the next step is, here they ask us to calculate any calculations there. Calculate the total price and place this under the price field. So just right click, and here we have an option. By clicking here, just go to price and get the sum of the price, and then on the left side of this one we need to write here total amount to be collected, the caption they said. So here just right click, set caption, and then include the label as they said. Done. Now the label is not fully visible, you just need to make it like that. That's it. And then what else we need to do? This is done, and we need to have our center number, date number, top right of the report. So design view, and now I need to include a label, top right, here they said. So I'm going to type my name, then my center number, then my candidate number. Okay, that is done. And I'm just going to type this one capital PK. Yeah, that is done. Top right, so you just click here and even make the alignment of the text towards right and extend it till the end. That's how it will look like now. And then next step is, you just need to print your report. So when you're printing, you just preview it first, so to make sure that it does not move to or carry on to the other page. So that is done. And now next and last step is just to print, and that's all. This is what we have for database part. Hope you have learned something in this video, and inshallah we'll see you in next video. Thank you very much for watching.